Hey everybody, just wanted to bring a video of a job I recently did for this customer. Um, it was a kitchen sink swap, and the customer basically had lived there a long time and had friends do her work for a number of years, and it really just left the kitchen in a bad state. So I went to change the sink a while ago, and I told her that I felt we needed to do a whole new change because basically her friends had just you know, done things by piecemeal, and her whole sink was moving, and it was really just a bad situation. So we took a little bit more time, and we eventually got all the right pieces. And I went back and well, there's the video. You can check it out. So as you can see in the previous clip, her friends had just kind of put down the last kitchen sink with silicones, with glue, and it wasn't actually fitted properly before. So that's why I recommended to her that we needed to get a whole new sink and to do it correctly. So as you can see here, I just cleaned up all that stuff. I got all that junk off the countertop, so that the new sink would fit well. And yeah, it turned out pretty good. I didn't end up scratching the counter or anything. This is a wood counter, and yeah, it turned out pretty good so far. Okay, so yeah, I have to cut the counter a little bit. The new sink was a little bit bigger, so to fit it in well, I'm going to take off a little bit on the right side there, and also at the top, I need to take a little bit. And my saw did a great job. I used a really nice blade, and it left a good edge. The people that had done it before, it did not look very good. It was not a clean cut, so yeah, the saw did a nice job. All right, as you can see there, the new sink fit well. It fit in there like a glove, really. I was really happy with how it went. Okay, so at this point, the sink is actually fitted onto the countertop. If you don't know, many top-mounted sinks like this, they actually have like I'm not sure what you'd call them, but they're almost like claws on the bottom of the sink, and they actually dig their way into the bottom of the counter. So at this point, the sink is actually fitted onto the countertop, and now I'm just really looking at how I'm going to do the connection for the plumbing. So as you can see, I did the connection for the plumbing. It turned out pretty well, actually. These IKEA, I guess you'd call it a plumbing kit. These IKEA kits are quite good, actually. There's a lot of adjustment you can make, and yeah, I got pretty lucky here, actually. Sometimes the plumbing on this type of job can be a nightmare, but yeah, this one turned out pretty well. I was able to just actually cut off the old PVC pipe there and connect it into the IKEA one that came with the sink. So yeah, it turned out really well, actually. I can't really say much else about it. Just that sometimes it can be much worse, but this time around it was good. Okay, and here I was just testing for leaks, really. I tested it for a while. There were no leaks, actually. I was very happy. If you've ever done this type of work, it can just be so frustrating when you get everything mounted and everything's built, and then you have a leak and you have to fix it. So in this case, I did test it. I tested it for a while off camera as well. There were no leaks. Since the job has been done, I have not been called back. So I do have faith that this went well. Yeah. So happy days. So I ended up having to cut the back panel of the furniture there, and as well as the shelf. But it turned out well. It didn't look bad, and there's still plenty of storage there. The customer was a little bit worried when I first talked about getting a new sink that it was going to be too low compared to her old one, but it was fine. Everything worked out fine. To be honest, the customer was super happy. She finally had a sink that wasn't moving. The faucet wasn't leaking, and yeah, obviously it costs more money than she originally wanted to. The original job was just to change the faucet, and when I got there, I told her like, nah, that wasn't possible really. So yeah, in the end, she was super happy with how it all turned out, and I think she was glad because she had lived so many years with just kind of like bad work. So. All right, well, that's it. Thank you for watching my video.